Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me tonight for my speech. Tonight I'm going to be addressing you about something that hits very close to home. In fact, it is home. That's right. We're going to be talking about the great city of Chicago. The city of broad shoulders, the second city. Call it what you want to call it, but Chicago is home to over 2 million people who claim its roots and will support it to the day they die. You can be from the East Coast or the West Coast, New York City or Los Angeles, and you can claim that those are the best. But they are not the most superior city. They are not Chicago, and I'm here to tell you why. Take, for instance, Chicago's food, the Chicago-style hot dog. Are you going to put ketchup on that? Absolutely not. We have so many eateries, Portillo's, a Chicagoland staple that you'll find nowhere else, that offer the taste of Chicago. Speaking of the taste of Chicago, let's talk about some of our fun summertime activities. We have the Taste, there's Lollapalooza, there's beaches, there's parks every corner in the city that you can go to with the family, take the kids out for a picnic, and enjoy the day. Think about our transportation. How are you going to get from these places, from one to the other? Conveniently, we have multiple different train lines that will take you from the farthest south reaches to the farthest north reaches, and then out to the west. When you go up to the north side, be sure to take in a Cubs game at historic Wrigley Field. Explore Lakeview and Lincoln Park. While you're in Lincoln Park, don't forget to check out Lincoln Park Zoo. With all the native animals there and the fantastic lion exhibit, it's a hard to miss destination and it's free. If you want to head down south, take in Bronzeville, go down historic Martin Luther King Drive. Maybe head a little farther west and go to a White Sox game. While you're out there, why don't you take in a basketball game or a Bulls game? As you can see, we have plenty of athletic events to offer. Athletics not your style? Why don't you head out to Central Park Avenue and go take in the Garfield Park Observatory, a fully enclosed immersive experience that will allow you to be one with nature in a place that you really don't figure much nature to be around. As I mentioned earlier, we have the Great Lake Michigan to our eastern boundary. Take the kids there, have some beach volleyball, or just go for a run down the lakeshore path. Matter of fact, why don't you get a divvy bike? Just another key aspect to Chicago and enjoying the total experience. Let's talk about that Chicago-style pizza. I already said if you wanted to claim from New York or Los Angeles and you think you're the best, that's why you're not. You don't have the Chicago-style pizza. It's iconic. You're never going to find it anywhere else. People will knock it for not being as good as something else, but that's what makes Chicago what it is. Everything we have is unique and makes us true to what we are. So if you think that you're better because you're from somewhere else, I'll let you have your opinions, but just know, if you're from Chicago, you're always going to be number one in my book. Thanks for listening and have a great night.